Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. As you can see, I am up in my bedroom again. Last week Keegan had a week off from work, so I was able to send him up here while I filmed in my usual living room spot. I miss that couch. But today he is back at work. I need to take advantage of Cassidy's nap. He is very busy because he's playing catch up, so I am back up here again. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite YouTubers. I made a blog post about this, I think in January. It was a while back, and it was my 5 favorite YouTubers. But since then I have discovered new YouTubers. I'll talk about the original 5 from my blog post, and then I'm adding a few. I think right now is a great time to talk about YouTube because with everything that's going on in the world, everyone is sort of stuck inside. People are wondering what to do with their time if they're not essential workers and don't run a home business, can't work from home. Some people are bored, and I get that. I've seen all over Facebook people asking for show suggestions, stuff to watch, stuff to do. And I think YouTube plays a really great part here in helping people do many things. Not just be entertained, but learn a new skill. There's so much that YouTube has to offer, and I think it's a great time for people to spend more time on YouTube. And that's why I want to share my favorite YouTubers today, just to share what it is that I like to watch on YouTube. And if you would like to share your favorite YouTubers in the comments below, please do. I'm always looking for new people to watch and support. And with that, let's get into it. So probably my favorite YouTubers are the Try Guys. If you haven't watched them, you must. I discovered them when they were still working at BuzzFeed, and they did the childbirth simulator, and I just thought that was hilarious. I've watched them through while they were still working at BuzzFeed until now they've started their own company. I don't think I've met a single person who has watched the Try Guys and didn't like them. Their openness to new experiences and different people, cultures, it's really inspiring. And because they cover such a wide variety of topics, there's something for everyone. One thing I really love about them is the fact that they are pretty much the exact opposite of toxic masculinity. They are so humble. They love to make fun of themselves, make fun of each other, and just have a good time. And they're so friendly. And I don't know, I can't say enough good things about them. But mainly, they're just freaking hilarious. They are so funny. They play off each other in such a great way. And I just think they're probably one of the best YouTube groups out there. So my favorite video of theirs, as I mentioned, is the childbirth simulator video. I just think it's hilarious. Even before I had my baby, I thought it was hilarious to see guys go through that. And then after having Cassidy, it makes me even more happy to see a man experience that and really validate how painful it is. And that video went from, hilarious commentary to genuine reactions to talking seriously about what childbirth all entails. And I believe it was Zach who said it best. I don't care who you are, your mom is tougher than you. And yeah, what we have to go through to bring life into this world, you have to be pretty darn tough. So my second favorite video of theirs is Eugene's coming out video. As a past dancer, watching the choreography in this video was just breathtaking, so inspiring, and I have such an appreciation for the work that was put into it. The story and message within the video, and it's a video that has no lyrics, no words, it's all just told by imagery through movement and colors, dancing. And it speaks to you in such a raw way. It tells a story so well, and it's just an amazing video. Personally, as an ally for the LGBTQ+ community, I love seeing more and more people stepping out into the world and saying, this is who I am, and seeing people support them for it. And it's just such a wonderful thing, and it makes me so happy to see that more and more people are doing this. And it was just so well done. So I was very proud of Eugene for putting that video together. And also as a fashion designer myself, the costume work in that video was just fabulous. Like, oh, love. So those are probably my two favorite videos of theirs, but every video they put out there is gold. Even right now, while we are under quarantine, they're putting up vlogs, and some of them are a little weird, but I love it. I know Eugene doesn't really like doing vlogging, but he's doing good too. They're all doing good. They're all going a little crazy, I think, just like the rest of us, which is super, super relatable. My next favorite YouTuber is Dr. Mike, and this is another one I highly recommend you check out. I'm gonna stop saying that because I highly recommend you check out all these people, but yeah, Dr. Mike, definitely a favorite of mine. I think I first discovered him when I saw he did a reaction video to Scrubs, which is one of my favorite shows. Then I just started watching more of his channel, and now I watch every time a new video comes out. It's weird because, as most people know about me, I have some serious anxiety around medical stuff, and I don't like talking about it. I don't want to see it. Like, you'd think this would be the exact opposite of a channel I want to watch. But exposure therapy is a really big thing for getting over anxieties, and because Dr. Mike is so charismatic and just the way he delivers his information, doesn't do it in such a shock factor kind of way, really makes it easy for me to watch. He is wonderful exposure therapy for me. He's also very attractive, just saying. And I just think he's actually helped me quite a lot with getting more exposed to medical talk, medical discussion. Knowing I can turn it off if I ever want to is really good too. My favorite videos of his are his medical meme reviews. I just love memes. I think they're funny, and it's funny watching him react to them. Plus he gives a little bit of knowledge to go along with the memes. You learn a little bit, but you also get a great laugh, and that's really fun. I also love his react videos to TV shows. I don't watch all of those. I only do if they're shows that I know. So I've watched the Scrubs ones and the House ones because I've watched those shows. The rest of them I don't really bother because I wouldn't know what was going on in the show anyway. But it's really interesting to watch those reactions, and he makes a lot of good points, and I imagine being a medical professional watching some of these shows would be a little difficult, especially House, like wow. So my next YouTuber that I really enjoy watching is Lavonne. I watched her a lot during my pregnancy because I was very anxious about giving birth, and I watched a lot of birth videos, but I also wanted to watch a bit of educational videos from a birth coach, and that's when I stumbled upon to Lavonne. I found her videos very informative and helpful without adding to the fear that comes along with childbirth. She's got a great personality, which makes it easier to take in the information that she's talking about. It's her humorous personality that really keeps you engaged in watching the video. And I mean, who wants to watch a video talking about group B strep, really? But watching her video on it, I learned a lot, but I actually enjoyed watching it. And just like Dr. Mike, I found that her videos, her information really helped give me the exposure therapy that I needed, especially leading up to childbirth, which I was very, very nervous about. The segment I liked the most of hers was her coffee and questions. This is a segment where she literally would drink coffee, look through the questions she gets asked on her social media platforms, and just answer them. So it was a more casual, less scripted type of video. Her personality was able to shine through a lot more, and there were just tidbits of information all over the place. She kind of themed them a little bit, but it was kind of interesting just getting all these questions and answers to them that you weren't really thinking about, or things that you were thinking about that you never got around to looking up. So I just found those to be the most entertaining to watch. The next YouTubers on my list are Phil and Alex. I discovered this channel a couple years ago when I was looking up pregnancy reaction videos on YouTube. So on a weird little kick watching those. Mainly because I was starting to think about having a baby myself. So I came across their video from, I think it was February 2018, titled Pregnancy Announcement After 6 Years of Infertility. The video showed a little summary of the struggles they had been through with infertility leading up to when they found out they were pregnant. And this video tugged at my heartstrings in a real way, especially because I was starting to think about having a baby myself. I just was so excited for them, even though I had never met them, and I was really excited to eventually feel that excitement for myself. So I decided to start watching more of their videos, and I came to really enjoy watching them. I also just fell in love with their adorable 2 little girls that they have through adoption, and watching the way that they interact with their children and parent them really got me excited about eventually having children of my own. Unfortunately, that pregnancy that I began watching of theirs did end up in a miscarriage, and that was one of the first times I'd really grieved for someone I had never met before. Watching them go through the shock and the grief from this loss was truly inspiring to me, and it was a good reminder to me that when we did start trying to have a baby, it's not guaranteed to be easy, that there is a reality to the fact that miscarriages are possible, having trouble getting pregnant is possible, and I really appreciated their willingness to share their struggles with everyone so that people would know they're not alone. But mostly what I really learned from them and was inspired by with them is knowing that yes, getting pregnant might be difficult, yes, having losses will be difficult, and yes, life throws so many curveballs at you, but if you are in a loving relationship, then you can get through anything together. And knowing that me and my husband have the same kind of love that these 2 have, and seeing that they can get through this and still just love each other and be there for one another really helped me know that my husband and I could get through this too if it were to happen. Fortunately for my husband and myself, we were able to conceive Cassidy fairly quickly and easily. I definitely feel like I have a much bigger appreciation for our luck with Cassidy after watching how difficult it really could have been. Fortunately, they did end up getting pregnant again, and they're actually due very soon, and I'm so excited to watch them bring life into this world. They deserve it, and I'm just so excited to see how things will go for them. So my favorite of their videos definitely was that first one that I mentioned before. For the longest time, that was my favorite of their videos. I love reaction videos, especially ones with a lot of emotion. But my new favorite video of theirs is from the day that Alex took her pregnancy test to find out about the baby she is currently carrying. And it was raw, emotional, and hilarious at the same time, because while she's trying to have a moment and talk to the camera, her kids kept walking in and asking why she's crying. And she's just trying to have her moment and not really tell them what's going on. But yeah, it was really funny watching her kind of turn it on and off, be like, okay, hi, yep, go finish your lunch. And then once they left, she'd go right back to her emotions, and then they'd walk in again and she'd have to turn them off, and it was just really funny to watch and emotional, and I felt so happy for her, I can't even. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite video now, but I'm sure it will change as time goes on, and I'm just so excited to see this little baby they're going to bring into the world. My next favorite YouTube channel is Marie Forleo. As an entrepreneur, I find her videos really helpful because she talks a lot about entrepreneurship, the struggles, how to overcome them. She gives a lot of tips and tricks. She does interviews with very inspiring people, and she speaks a lot to female entrepreneurs specifically, and she speaks to a lot of the hurdles that we face just based on our gender. She's also very funny, very charismatic, and easy to watch, which is great. However, not only are her videos really helpful for entrepreneurs, she does give a lot of great, just general life advice. So I highly recommend checking her out, even if you're not an entrepreneur. If you're just looking for a path to self-improvement, definitely give her channel a look, because you might find something inspiring in there. She has tons of videos. It's really hard to narrow down to my favorite ones. My first one is, Do You Let Criticism Stop You? How to Insult-Proof Your Ego. And I found that one very helpful for me because years ago it was really hard for me to deal with criticism from others, and I think it's what made me take so long to start my YouTube channel to begin with. And especially as an entrepreneur, as someone who's trying to do something non-traditional, non-9 to 5 office work, it's really hard because you do deal with a lot of criticism. My other favorite video of hers, probably my favorite video of hers, is called "Thank You for Not Believing in Me." And in this one she tells a story about a time she was talking with a man at a conference and she shared her idea for her business. And the man brushed it off, called it a hobby. I think he said that's cute. And and basically told her it's not going to amount to anything. And instead of letting that defeat her and tell her that she should just give up on this great idea that she had, she decided to use that for fuel and thought, no, you know what? I want to prove this jerk wrong. And that's what she did. Her business is very successful and it helps so many people. So I just love the lesson. Don't let someone not believing in you stop you. Use it to fuel you. Use it for your motivation and go prove them wrong. So those are the YouTubers from my blog post, my 5 favorite YouTubers. I have a few extras, so here they are. First one I'm going to talk about is Cathrin Manning. She used to go by the Content Bug and recently made the switch to using her real name. Now, I discovered her in January. YouTube was promoting one of her videos a lot. I saw it in my newsfeed, and because I had been thinking about starting a YouTube channel and I saw her video called "Finally Monetized, How Long Does It Take to Get Monetized?" something along those lines. And since I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I thought this could be a worthwhile watch. So I watched it. Then I was linked to another video of hers, so I thought, this could have some information that is useful too. She talks about YouTube tips, tricks, how she runs her business. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel yourself, check her out for sure, because she's what really got me off my butt. I ended up just binging her channel. I just kept watching video after video while I was home during the day with my daughter, and this was before COVID-19. Obviously, Keegan was at work and I just had her videos playing in the background and was learning about YouTube. And eventually I was like, screw this, I'm starting one. And I decided, instead of it being a someday dream, I picked a date. I said, this is the day I'm going to start my YouTube channel. So for that, I need to start filming here. And using her advice, using her information, I got started. So I have her to thank for this. I don't know if I would have ended up starting it at any point yet if I hadn't found her channel. I've been thinking about YouTubing for a while, like probably a couple years, and I just never made the jump, made the leap. It was always like, yeah, I'll get to that. I'll do that eventually when I have time. You don't have time. No one has time. No one has extra time. It doesn't magically fall from the sky. You have to make the time. And I decided I gotta make the time, and it was thanks to her. This has turned into more of a thing about me, but this is what she did for me. Her videos are easy to watch. She does talk really fast, but I really like that. And they're very informative. I feel like I've learned a lot from them. And even though my YouTube channel certainly is far from perfect and I haven't been able to implement all of her tips and tricks yet, I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know that one day I'm going to look back at the videos from around this time and cringe. And she likes to do a throwback to some of her old videos and show, like, this is how I've improved and this is what I've done. She's very transparent and I just really appreciate that about her. Next would be How Ridiculous. These guys are pure entertainment value. We've been watching them for a while. They are a group of 3 guys from Australia who drop things off a big tower onto trampolines, basically. They do a lot of different things just to see what happens, kind of. They take great videos and great footage of those things happening. They're just hilarious. Just listening to them banter with each other is super entertaining. The first video we watched was them dropping a bowling ball onto a trampoline from, I think it's 45 meters high. They've got this huge tower that they go up and they drop stuff. And they do so many different things where they drop things on other things, and it's just really funny, really interesting to watch. They also go other places to do other things. Yeah, it's just pure entertainment, really. Like, I don't learn anything from them unless I want to know what happens when you drop a giant dart into bulletproof glass. Don't need to know that, but it's funny. So highly recommend checking them out if you're just looking for some entertainment, and it's definitely something I think we all need right now. The last YouTuber I'm going to mention right now is Mama Dr. Jones. I wish I had watched more of her when I was pregnant. I had seen some of her videos. I don't know why I just never started watching a lot of them, but I started watching her more and more recently, and she's just so funny, and I just appreciate the way that she delivers her information. She is very against misinformation being put out there, and she's just in general entertaining to watch. She is a gynecologist, so she talks more to women's health, obviously, and she's also a mom to 4. I just find her very relatable. I've seen quite a few of her videos reacting to TV shows, just giving really great information that you might not know. She's done a few updates on coronavirus and what they know so far about pregnancy and about babies, which unfortunately is not very much yet. But yeah, she's just one of my favorites right now as well. And like I said, I wish I watched more of her when I was pregnant. She doesn't talk specifically about pregnancy all the time, but it is definitely one of her bigger topics. She is very funny, very relatable, easy to watch. She recently did a collaboration with Dr. Mike, which was like my dream come true, because those are 2 of my favorite doctors on YouTube. Anyway, I'm rambling. I made this video because I really wanted to help anyone find some entertainment out there. I really want you guys to let me know in the comments who your favorite YouTubers are. Tell me why. If you are a YouTuber and you think you're very worthwhile watching, let us know. Don't spam. Don't be a spammer though. Like, tell me why you're worthwhile watching. Don't just say, hey, come here. And I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, staying inside, not doing anything to jeopardize flattening the curve, because guess what, guys? My daughter's birthday is in July and I really want to celebrate it, so let's squash this thing because I really want to have a party in July. And so many people have things they want to do this summer, and the more we can stay inside and do our part, the faster this will be over. Think of it like antibiotics. The second you start feeling better, you don't stop taking your antibiotics. The second the curve looks like it's about to flatten, doesn't mean we go back to life as we know it. I don't want everything we've done, all this work, we have all worked so hard, I don't want it to be for nothing. So stay the course, do this, you'll be so happy when it's over, and it's really taking its toll mentally on a lot of us, myself included. I've had a few mental breakdowns, but we can do this. I want us to get through this. I want to get to the other side and not have to go back to doing this again, but we're gonna have to if we stop it too soon. So everyone cooperate, we're all in this together. Everyone wants the same thing. We all want people to be healthy. We all want this to be over. So let's just do what we can to make that happen. And with that serious topic being said, that is it for me for today. I will see you guys in my next video next Friday. I might actually post a COVID-19 update of sorts because I have had a bit of a hard time, and I think it is time to get a little real with you about that, because some people are making it seem really easy to be cooped up inside, and it's really not. And I just want to share my stresses about it more than what I did in my previous update. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I will see you guys next week. Bye.